on to the Rams running backs. So these guys, not the same guy, but kind of the same guy. I think they're kind of the same, but Keaton doesn't see that. But Aaron Jones against Detroit or Alvin Kamara against Las Vegas.
I am going
Keep
to roll with
keep
Kamara.
in mind, the Saints do not have Michael Thomas.
That's exactly
And,
why.
yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I'm rolling with Kamara here because I think without Thomas they're going to try and get Kamara involved in the receiving game even more. And I know he didn't get like a ton of touches last week, but he still produced. Like they actually gave Latavius Murray the ball a lot more than I thought they would. But like I said, I think Thomas being out is a huge factor here. I don't think the Raiders defense is that good. I mean, they made Teddy Bridgewater look like a competent, starting quarterback. And I don't know. I just think they're going to find a lot of creative ways to get Kamara the ball. And Jones, I mean, this is like what we were saying earlier with like the QBs. They're both going to have really good games. I expect Aaron Jones to play well, but at the same time, I think I'll roll with Kamara here.
Yeah, it's probably the safe. Well, I don't even know. You mean Carl Nassib's not going to knock him out of the game? You really think that?
No.
No, yeah. I don't think Detroit's that great though. So I mean, Aaron, it's kind of a toss up for these two. It's kind of just like whatever. You're going to get probably 15 points out of either or, and one might get you like 30. Just cuff off a great game. But yeah, I would say that Kamara probably has the best chance with Michael Thomas being out. So we'll go Kamara. All right, on to the next pair of running backs. Chris Carson against New England or Edwards-Helaire against the LA Chargers.
I want to pick Chris Carson for some reason, but
need some Chris Carson, brother.
Yeah, I mean he's good. I just think Edwards-Helaire is the guy in Kansas City. I know Carson played really well last week, but they still have those other guys there, and they're also like Seattle is kind of shifting away from what they've been the last 3 years. Like I know we're saying this. I swear to God, I say this one episode, at least every episode. They're letting Russ cook, and they're getting away from running as much. And Chris Carson balled out last week. Don't get me wrong, but I think Edwards-Helaire, even though I think the Chargers defense is pretty good, I think Edwards-Helaire is going to see the ball a lot, so I'll go with him.
You know who you know. Chris
Carson.
You
don't even have to say it.
Chris Carson's the top 2 running back in this century for me. So Chris Carson, let's go. Don't know why. Love me some Chris Carson. All right, next. Josh Jacobs, the number 1 scoring running back last week against New Orleans. Or a guy I don't really like, but he did score 21 last week. Dalvin Cook, because what's his name? I'm CTEing tonight. Kirk Cousins only threw the ball like 4 times in the first half against Indianapolis.
Yeah, this one is kind of – I think these guys are about in the same tier, like talent-wise. Like Josh Jacobs really impressed me last week, but I think I'm just going to bet on the matchup here. I don't think Jacobs is going to do much against New Orleans, and I think Dalvin Cook and Jonathan Taylor are just going to both run the ball for like 150 yards against each other, and whoever, does better in the red zone is going to win the game. So, I don't know. The Colts defense isn't really that great. New Orleans defense is like top 3 in the NFL, so I will roll with Dalvin Cook over Jacobs.
Don't like it. Do not like it. Josh Jacobs is he's a stud. I mean,
he is a stud.
I
love him.
I understand.
Yeah.
I understand the New Orleans defense is pretty damn good, but we're gonna go with Josh Jacobs right here. All right.
This one's depressing for me because I have Saquon Barkley in a league, but Derrick Henry against the Jaguars or Saquon Barkley against the Bears.
This is kind of easy.
Derrick Henry.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are we overreacting to week 1 with Saquon?
I think
I'm scared.
I think Chicago's defense is a little better too.
Than Pittsburgh's?
Yeah.
Then Jacksonville's. I thought you meant since Saquon's week 1. Okay.
No,
okay.
Jacksonville's.
Yeah. And I think
Derrick Henry's a kind of a
Listen, I love Gardner Minshew, but I think Tennessee knocks.
Relax. All right. Relax.
Well, either way, Derrick Henry's getting 40 carries, so
Exactly.
yeah,
It doesn't matter if they're either they're gonna the Tennessee Titans, whether they're behind or they're ahead, Derrick Henry's getting the ball.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
yeah.
Yes, Derrick Henry.
Okay, I agree. I really need Saquon to step it up though this week, especially since Godwin's out. Anyway, this one we got Jonathan Taylor, who is now the lead back in Indianapolis against the Vikings this week, or we have Miles Sanders, who did not play last week against the Rams.
I would have to say, I made I made the bold statement before the season that Miles Sanders would not be a top 12 or top 12 fantasy running back, and that Jonathan Taylor is going to be the rookie of the year. So I'm going to stick by my guns and say Jonathan Taylor, especially with Marlon Mack not in the equation anymore. We'll go with Jonathan Taylor, although that might be a stupid pick. But the Eagles suck, and the Colts showed a little something. So maybe if they give Jonathan Taylor the ball a little bit more, we will see better result.
Yeah, I mean, I have Jonathan Taylor in fantasy, and I think he's going to do really well. But I also think Sanders is going to. I think he's going to play well this week. They're going to need to involve him a lot because they don't have receivers. They only have tight ends and him. And he says he's 100%. So I'll go with Sanders because I don't think the Rams, their defense is okay, but I don't know. Minnesota's front seven's okay too. It's just their secondary sucks.
Yeah, we'll see about that. Miles Sanders versus Aaron Donald.
Yeah.
We'll see.
All right, next one. Todd Gurley, who is now on the Falcons, against Dallas, or Raheem Mostert against the Jets.
This is stupid pick. All right. Todd Gurley is a serviceable running back at best. Okay? He is not a top 12 running back.
Neither is Raheem Mostert.
Listen, I don't have enough tape on Raheem Mostert to say either way, but he had 28 last week, and he was the lead back for San Francisco at the end of last season. Raheem Mostert to the moon.